What's good YouTube, and welcome to the house. Banlist review. The OCG banlist has come out, and this often causes some craziness on the TCG market because eventually some things that happen on the OCG banlist happen in the TCG. Hey, we finally got Construct. Hey, we finally got Necros. Eventually some things do leak on over and we get them, but it's not always immediate. Sometimes it takes a very long time, and other things just never translate. Like, we still don't have Maxi yet. That conversation comes up every time. They have 3, we have none. That sort of thing. Sometimes it just doesn't happen, but do know also that it's going to be crazier than usual. I haven't seen it, so I don't know if things peel off or what happens, but there's 15% off on eBay today too. Save in app with code PSAVE today, and it's 15% off up to $100. Excludes the tech category though, because they had a sale on that recently. So cards should be going crazy. Do also use that on anything you want. Doesn't have to be Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Let's go ahead and start getting into it. I haven't seen a single card and I'm pretty excited. Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, new prohibited card. Whew. Is that it? Yeah. Alright, I see 2 monsters starting up next. I am using Google Translate. Cannot be inserted into the deck with official duels. Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, huh? The Guardragon problem too strong for you over there. I was theorizing this could eventually get hit, but I didn't want to get it hit on our next list because Guardragons get the Heraldic Link coming up for the TCG. So the deck gets a little bit stronger and really gets its time to shine, whereas right now it's a top deck, but it's like tier 1.5/2, so on the outside looking in, it's not consistently topping every event. It's a really good deck. Yikes. Alright, let's go ahead and get to semi-limited. Ooh. Or I guess regular limited. My bad. At 1. And that's 3 cards. It looks like just 3. Speedroid Terratop, if I'm not mistaken, was back to 2 in the OCG and already knocked back to 1. It looks like we're not going to get our semi-limit on that anytime soon. Armageddon Knight to 1 follows in the footsteps of the TCG. And Raigeki to 1. Did they not have this till now? Did they not have Geki till now? I actually don't know. Let me know in the comment section down below. I don't regularly keep up with the OCG full list. Like, I'm not playing OCG format all the time. Terratop is a weird one. That's you unlimited it, like put it to 2 last list, right? And then you just knock. You're like, wait, mistake. That's kind of really funny to see that happen, and I mean for good reason. I think Burning Abyss has some different tools than we have here. Armageddon Knight, good move. Raigeki, if it was banned, good move. Let's go ahead and get to the semi-limited. And it seems like a couple more here. We got 4 cards? Yeah, 4 cards. Dynamite Knight to 2. Alright, so that's more than we have. You got Totally Awesome to 2. Is that a peel off or peel on? I don't know. I actually don't know, but I think 2 Toad is a bit weird seeing from the, you know, the TCG. A Hero lives to 2. I'd rather it be at 2 over here. Also, Hero's just doing relatively nothing. I think you were too scared when you peeled Stratos off our list and gave that up. And Limiter to 2. I'm guessing it's moving up instead of down. OTK card, sure. It's a decent card. This is all very standard, I would almost think, like standard moves. I don't see why this isn't at 3, but then again, maybe Heroes could be way too powerful. Volding Climb deck putting Masked Law, Dark Law on the field. Sorry, still tired, just woke up. And I don't know, all these just feel kind of standard to be here. Like, they could have their reasonings for being here, but the TCG's working so hard on clearing up the semi-limit list that feels a little odd to me. Let's get into the, okay, DENGLONG to freaking 3. It's not the problem card, huh? Oh, warning to 3. Okay. Okay, they didn't have Hanger at 3, Damage Jugs to 3, and Snow to freaking 3. 0 snow over here, 3 snow over there, and if I'm not mistaken, they still have grass in some aspect where they could be grabbing it with Left Arm Offering. Yo, Snow to 3, huh? That's pretty crazy that it's such a non-factor that they peel it off, and it's such a factor over here. Like, Burning Abyss wasn't taking up most of the top cut, so, like, for Snow to get banned when it's not a problem yet was so weird. But it was getting, like, foolish, and I guess they didn't want to take care of the cards like Curious yet, or what was sending it, you know. Beatrice, they can't take care of Beatrice, really. They would have to hit more cards than this if they saw it as a problem, but at 3? Okay. Damage Juggler at 3 makes a bit of sense. I mean, the Damage Juggler Wavering Wars were some of my favorite. DENGLONG to 3 is not what I like to see at all. I think this card is completely degenerate. I think it promotes just comboing off the turbo out in the gates. Triff will be happy, huh? But seriously, I feel like it promotes not playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And that Synchro Tuner body. I guess they have another card that does basically the same thing now released, right? The new IB. The World Chalice Synchro. Oh, man. Hanger to 3. Should have been a while ago. I think they got terrorized by ABC more than we did, if I recall, so maybe it's just the memories and flashbacks. And this is the big discussion point. Are back row really so power crept that warning can be at 3? They have Solemn Judgment up to 2 past our list. If I'm not mistaken, it's at 2. I don't think it's at 3 over there, but it could be. But I'm pretty sure it's at 2 over there. This is pretty crazy to me. The fact that you can play 3 Judgment, or 2 Judgment and 3 Warning. Like, and we're in this day and age where that's okay. Wow. I honestly was wondering how long it would take. I mean, this hits Denko. So, Denko is kind of a card that's crept up in metagames. But wow. That's crazy. Let me know what you guys think of this ban list in the comment section down below. Everything's relatively crazy. Like, I don't know how to go into it. Like, this is unexpected for me this early. I don't guess I follow the OCG enough to know how much of a problem card it's over there, but seeing it banned already when it's like taking it does feel similar to Snow, right? Like, it feels bad playing against Snow, and Snow walls up again and again. It can respond to DD Crow even if you have enough resources in the graveyard. So I see why it gets banned in the TCG, right? But like, Red Eyes, I don't think deserves it yet. I don't think it'll translate over here, but it could. Like, it could be seen as too degenerate of a combo enabler with the Guardragon engine, yet it's enabling decks like Blue Eyes. It's enabling so many different things, and like, the Guardragon engine I think is fine in certain decks. Like, the Thunder Dragons don't adopt this card. They don't shove it in when you're moving the engine into decks, but the Guardragon deck itself hasn't really taken over here, so I hope not to see this. Terratop, we lose our peel off of it ever happening, I guess. Like, I don't think we'll get that. The rest of the moves make sense. I don't think we'll see Toad limited over here. I hope that we do see a peel off of a Hero Libs over here. This is maybe an interesting one. True Draco is viable right now. It's on a lot of the top dueling book duels. You see it top regionals right now. Some premier events here and there. Not taking up a majority spot. With Masterpiece gone, the deck becomes a lot more reasonable to play against and becomes like a tempo beat deck. Like it's like hitting you, but it's not really going to OTK you. It's not really going to just take you down in one turn typically. It has to play some back and forth, so I think that's relatively fair. And Dynamite Knight at 2. Consistency killer on it a little bit, but you're just eventually gonna get there with Diagram if you really need him, or you're gonna get there, but of course you'd rather hard draw him and get him out of your hand, especially with card minimize. The more monsters you can draw actually in this deck, and the more back row you can end up tributing to bring the monsters out, is kind of where they want to go, because all of these can react and get you more advantage. The monsters become spell traps and more monsters, so True Draco, I could see it happening in the TCG. Damage Juggler to 3, I could also see. Plush Flyer is realistically more the problem when it comes to this engine. And, yeah, the warning, we wrap back around the Warning and DENGLONG. Warning and DENGLONG, huh? DENGLONG absolutely is a yikes for me and nope for me. I know a lot of you guys are actually fan favorites with how harsh I'm being on this. You enjoyed your time with True King, Yangzing Dinos, and the Yangzing decks that would abuse this. I just personally think it's unhealthy to just get more negates and say you can't play Yu-Gi-Oh! Generically with index. Yeah, you play the Garnet of the card you would want to search with it, but I think it's relatively unhealthy. And warning to 3. The day, the age, we're here. I like this. The inner duelist of me. Again, I just said I hate you can't play Yu-Gi-Oh! It's not like you're going to drag this out of the deck with Ariande these days, or are you if you're a Linteo? But I feel like this is fair because you can play Twin Twisters, you can play counters, and for this you have to use your hand traps, you have to use other things, and sure, there's counters, but you have to use them in not a very effective way against this card. It kind of forces them in ways you don't want to use them. Whereas this, like, back row removal is a lot more reasonable, and it creates interesting gameplay in my book. But what do you guys think of the ban list and everything that's happening here? What do you think will transfer over? Do you think I already feel like we're gonna see ultimates of this spot out, but besides that, I really don't see a lot of carrying over. I think the TCG has their reasons for hitting snow. I think we just miss a peel off of Teratop, and I really hope this doesn't transfer over, but let me know if you think it will. It's pretty crazy on here. Thanks for watching, everybody. Subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed the conversation, and do check out the Patreon if you enjoy me keeping up with everything on the channel.